Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I love pharmacology. So I'll be starting a new series on MCQs. So in today's first MCQ, let us learn about the cholinergic agents and it's one of the concepts. So it will be case based MCQ. So a patient aged 45 years develops suprapubic distension due to urinary retention after an abdominal surgery. So that is appendicectomy. Urinary obstruction was ruled out in this patient. Which strategy would be helpful in promoting urination? So here the options provided are to activate the nicotinic receptors, to inhibit the release of acetylcholine, to inhibit the cholinesterase enzymes, and to block the muscarinic receptors. So if you go through the case carefully, so here the patient has got urinary retention following the abdominal surgery. Usually the patients who undergo abdominal surgery, post-operatively they experience paralytic ileus or urinary retention as one of the problem. So in such cases, if the patient is not passed urine or the gas post-operatively, in such patients you would like to stimulate the smooth muscles in the intestine as well as in the bladder. So by stimulating the smooth muscles in the intestine and the bladder, you will be increasing the contraction of the intestinal smooth muscles, leading to the increase in peristalsis. Whereas by stimulating the bladder smooth muscles, you will be increasing the contraction of the detrusor muscle. Therefore, it will help in promoting urination. So to increase the contraction of smooth muscles, you should know which receptors are present on the intestine smooth muscle as well as in the detrusor smooth muscle. So the receptor present on these two smooth muscles located in the intestine and on the detrusor smooth muscle is the muscarinic receptors. So particularly M3 subtype will be present. So you need to check for which option will increase the M3 activity. So how you can increase the M3 activity? So to M3 activity to increase, you need to have a acetylcholine. So check for which option would increase the levels of acetylcholine. So coming to the first option, activating nicotinic receptors. We do not require to activate nicotinic receptor because we need an action on muscarinic receptors. Option B, inhibiting the release of acetylcholine. We require acetylcholine to be present to stimulate the muscarinic receptors. So we can't go with the inhibition of release of acetylcholine. So next, coming to the blocking of muscarinic receptors. You cannot block the muscarinic receptors here. You need to stimulate the muscarinic receptors. Option C, that is inhibit the cholinesterase enzyme. So this is the answer, by inhibiting the cholinesterase enzyme. So cholinesterase enzyme is the one which converts the acetylcholine into acetate and choline, thereby it reduces the concentration of acetylcholine. So by inhibiting the acetylcholinesterase enzyme, by giving indirectly acting muscarinic agonist, you will be increasing the level of acetylcholine. So increased level of acetylcholine will going to enhance the activity of muscarinic receptors which are present on the smooth muscles of intestine as well as the detrusor muscle in the bladder. So thereby it promotes the urination and the patient will be relieved of urinary retention problem. So the answer here is inhibiting the cholinesterase enzyme. You will help the patient in promoting urination. So one should remember the example for indirectly acting muscarinic receptor, which can be used in the treatment of post-operative urinary retention. That is neostigmine. So neostigmine has got two uses post-operatively, that is in the treatment of post-operative paralytic ileus as well as the post-operative urinary retention. Here you should not use the atropine along with neostigmine, because if you are adding the atropine, you will be nullifying the beneficial effect of neostigmine, that is stimulation of the M3 receptors. So you will be using only the neostigmine alone. So you need to activate the muscarinic receptors which are present on the detrusor muscles of urinary bladder. Thereby you are going to promote the urination in patient who are having weak muscle tone in the bladder. That is, the tone of detrusor muscle fiber will be very weak in post-operative patients. So basically, by inhibiting the cholinesterase enzyme, we will be increasing the levels of acetylcholine. Increased levels of acetylcholine will increase the tone of the detrusor muscle. That means it will increase the contraction of the detrusor muscle fibers. Thereby, it will remove the urine. So thereby, it relieves all the symptoms or discomfort due to urinary retention. So at the same time, you should remember that with respect to this case, there are no nicotinic receptors in the detrusor muscles. Only M3 receptors are predominant in the detrusor muscles. So therefore, activation of nicotinic receptor is not helpful in this patient. And also, inhibiting the release of acetylcholine or blocking the muscarinic receptors will not work out in this patient, because if you do the blocking of muscarinic receptor or if you inhibit the release of acetylcholine, you will be worsening the urinary retention. So this was about the concept based MCQ. So if you find this video useful, please do subscribe to my channel I Love Pharmacology, and do not forget to share and hit the like button and bell icon for more updates. Have a good day. Thank you.